content may not be suitable to some audiences. Your discretion is advised. Wrestling POV's content may not be suitable to some audiences. Your discretion is advised. Wrestling POV's content may not be suitable to some audiences. Your discretion is advised.
Go ahead, Mimi.
I said the difference between
the difference between
the Undertaker and Brock Lesnar. She's been smoking that wacky tobacco, I bet.
She probably borrowed some from me. Just
not that there's anything wrong with that.
There's anything wrong with that. I do got a medical card. He counts as half a point.
I'll show you half a point.
No,
Don't pull it out. Don't pull it out.
Go ahead. Slap Rick with it.
Want any of that to be labeled to my name? That I like watching people pee? That is not who I am.
Are you friends with R. Kelly?
Here's your headline.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to a new edition of Wrestling POV. I am your host, Tony Diaz. What the fuck? Let me finish. Damn it. And the third wheel, Rich Serrano III.
Miguel Cole here.
Oh, my God. You know, you guys didn't do this shit for a while, you know. Let's get it right.
Hey, people.
Fucking hate y'all.
We were too.
Jesus Christ. Were you guys drinking before the show? Holy shit. All right, we got things to talk about here. We got new champions. Multiple championships for me. Hint. We're going to talk about
did Tony win something?
Yes. Absolutely.
What they freaking do?
Yeah. Did you win anything? Nope.
No, I didn't.
No, so shush. All right, so we are coming off of the Clash of the Champions pay-per-view. We're going to be talking about it, give our little insights in it. A lot of matches, though. Holy bejesus.
Oh, wait 1 second.
What?
I just want to say to all the surgical technologists out there that are listening to us, happy Surgical Technologist Week.
Does that have anything to do with wrestling?
It has to do with me.
No, it don't. Jesus. All right, there you go. There's a cheap plug. All right, so now on to wrestling. Damn it. We got a few things to cover today. An incident that happened at Clash of the Champions where it ended up being our hot tag news for this week.
I would call that a hot tag if I was...
Exactly, Mundos, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. All right, then we also got NXT Raw, SmackDown, Song of the Week, the book. We got a lot of shit to go over. Right now, we are going to hit our Facebook poll for the week.
Smack that ass.
Yeah. I don't see where that was funny, but... All right, so, the poll. Oh, all right. Yeah, okay. All right, so now, Rick, you posted this one. It's, which do you prefer, Baron Corbin as King of the Ring or Brock Lesnar defeating Kofi for the WWE title? So, spoiler alert, we do have a new King of the Ring champion in Baron Corbin, and, of course, Brock Lesnar popping up on SmackDown and challenging Kofi for the belt. Now, Rick, why did you post this? Curious minds wants to know.
Listen, people
I'm listening.
are going to be upset no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they hate Baron Corbin. And by the look of this poll, they really, really hate Baron Corbin. And I thought, you know what, maybe they hate Brock Lesnar a little bit more. No, it was a tight race in this poll. I just want to see where people's minds are at.
Yeah.
Who do you hate more? And
this was very
entertained.
And I know we've had a few close ones before, but this one was really, really close. This was probably the closest we ever came. But there was at one point where I think... At one point, one of them, I don't know which, it was like at 47.3. How the fuck does that happen?
I'm perplexed.
I'm perplexed by it too. So, all right. So let me hear you guys' thoughts on it, and then I'll read the comments. Mimi, who would you rather prefer, King Corbin or Brock Lesnar defeating Kofi for the WWE title? Which one you prefer?
You know, I'm in the middle.
Okay.
Because if it,
but that's not what we're asking.
I know, but listen, let me finish. If Brock Lesnar is going to be a fighting champion.
Mm-hmm.
then I don't mind Brock Lesnar being champion.
Okay.
You know?
Yep.
But if he's not, if he's going to do the same shit he did on Raw, then you know what? Fuck
Why
him.
bother?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, Rick.
I mean, you gotta look at it this way. Brock Lesnar last fought on TV when Seth Rollins was in high school.
Yeah.
When Ricochet was like 9, I think.
Yeah.
When CM Punk and Samoa Joe was still fighting in Ring of Honor.
I think Seth.
he's not
You said
gonna-
Seth was in high school.
Yeah.
You said that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen. He's not gonna be a fighting champion.
No?
But I look at it this way, man. I can't stand Kofi Kingston as champion.
Yeah.
You know-
I can't either.
And I wouldn't have been mad if Chad Gable won King of the Ring. So, you know what? It goes against everything. Listen, wrestling fans, we're going to complain no matter what. And that's the bottom line. Like, right now, I'm telling you, I don't mind Brock Lesnar as the WWE champion. And 2 weeks later, I'm going to be like, well, where is he? Why isn't he there?
Exactly.
But you know what? That's the best part of wrestling. We get to use our POVs. We can change them whenever we want, just like the wind. So I'm going with Brock Lesnar. You know what? I prefer it over Corbin as king, and not a slight at Corbin because I love him,
Yeah.
but I can't stand Kofi. So it's Brock's time.
Yeah, no,
Again.
I agree with you. And let me tell you something. That picture that you put of Corbin describes everything that I've been saying about Corbin. He does not give two shits if you hate him. He does not care, man. And he has that look that you put on there that you want to punch him in the damn face. And, you know, for me, which do I prefer? I prefer King Corbin. You know why? Because, you know, I kind of agree with what you said, Mimi, because we don't know what we're going to get out of Brock as champion. Because obviously we know he's going to win the belt. Fox wants Brock on SmackDown, and they do want him as champion because they think it's going to be a draw, which, you know what, honestly, it's going to be. You know, he is going to be a draw. All right? Truth be told. The King Corbin, he's going to be on there every single week. Well, from what I was told was that he was not going to be on, with the draft, there's not going to be any crossovers. So depending on where he goes, they're going to run with it, and they're going to, you know, I think he's going to be better off. I mean, the character is great. You know, a lot of people, you know, he pisses a lot of people off, and, he's gonna do a lot of good things with it, in my opinion. Claire Van Wassenhoff, she said neither. Not what we were asking. Diana Jacob, she said neither. Again, not what we were asking. Christopher Roseberry, he said Corbin. He said Brock only shows up when he wants to. Then I'm not gonna pronounce this dude's name.
But Tony, hold on. Do people really think that? Do people really believe that Brock Lesnar shows up when he wants to?
You know what? I laugh when I hear that because no, he signed a contract. When you guys see him, that's when he is told to come.
Exactly.
So I mean, the one that's in charge of it all is Vince McMahon. Okay. Obviously, it's in his contract how many appearances that he makes and this and that. Same thing with the Undertaker. Same thing, and nobody bitches about that. You know, he doesn't show up when he wants to. He shows up when Vince needs him. He signed his deal, whatever contract it was, and that's what he's got to follow those appearance dates. Period.
The difference
Yeah, and
between
it's
the
like-
Undertaker. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Mimi.
I said the difference between
Oh, the difference between
between the Undertaker and Brock Lesnar is that the Undertaker wasn't champion and just showing up once in the blue moon.
Wait, what? The difference between Undertaker and Brock is that Undertaker didn't have the championship?
No, I didn't say never. I said when he had the championship, he showed up all the time.
Who?
Undertaker.
Because he was full time.
Exactly.
But he's not-
But
he's not
Brock
full-time no
Lesnar was champion.
Yeah.
He was a part-time champion.
Okay.
So that's why people who hate him more and bitch about it.
Well, that's true. And also, the Undertaker is like Batman. You put up the bat signal, aka the dong, and he's there. He'll be in
yeah.
the shower. He'll be in the shower. Dong. Oh, I gotta go.
Jesus Christ.
Kind of like you, Rick. Donkey.
Chris Turner, he said, both make me sick. Jesus. Rashad Lasagna, he said, both are shit. Then
So's your comment.
So's the comment, yeah. Waleed, because I'm not going to say his whole name, he replied to it, he says, indeed, both are shit, bro. But now, how is that a line? Seriously, but they are shit, bro. Bro.
Indeed, bro. Indeed, they are both shit.
But at least Corbin is better shit than Lesnar. If Lesnar becomes champ, we will see his title defense in about 20 years from now. And Heyman fanboying Lesnar like Vegeta with Brawley in the movie Abrogate. What the fuck is that?
All right, that's just some complex situation right there.
Jesus. You know what? Waleed is so far hater comment because I don't understand what the fuck he just said. Donald Rhodes, he says, I can probably stomach Corbin more. At least he shows up every week.
Yeah, exactly.
Kelly Peters, she says, none. Both are boring and annoying. Fucking people. Jesus.
That's not what we asked you.
Terry O'Neill Sr., he said, both is cool. I see no way Kofi keeping the belt against Brock without interference. Baron being
That's not what we
king of the
asked
ring,
either.
this should be good. Again.
That was a positive twist on it.
That was a positive. I saw what he did there. Slick bastard.
He didn't do the neither. He was like, I'll take both.
I can do both. I can see both, Yeah, man. Yeah.
But that's not what we were asking.
Exactly. Jazzy J, she says, see, I don't know. I can't stand Corbin, but I hate Brock being even considered. So maybe Corbin stays king and someone else can come in the mix. I have no idea what the fuck she's talking about.
Makes
Yo,
no
Jazzy J,
sense.
man. It's just,
She's been smoking that wacky tobacco, I bet.
She probably borrowed some from me. Josh,
not that there's anything wrong
not
with
that
that.
there's anything wrong with that. I do got a medical card, but Josh Sanders. Josh Sanders, he says, if Kofi beats Brock, let's riot. I'm with him on that.
I am with him. I think that's Josh trying to get on my good side.
Oh, yeah, is he? You think
Yeah,
so?
I think so. I think so.
Thomas Manzilla, he said, neither. Brock Lesnar is the biggest chicken and the worst champion who ever wrestled. You know what, Tom? I'm going to tell you this right now. You wouldn't dare say this to his face.
I was going to say that. Say it to his face,
Get the
bro.
fuck out of here, bro.
Hey, Brock,
Yeah,
you're a chicken.
You're biggest chicken and worst champion ever. He's never there to wrestle because he claims he don't want to get hurt. You know what? Does he know Brock? Did Brock really say that? I mean,
Did
come
he
on,
talk
man.
to you? Did he tell you?
Oh my
Is he
God.
from Minnesota?
True champions are there every week and wrestle. They just don't pop up whenever they want to, like Brock Lesnar does. So he is the biggest chicken in WWE history. And a joke, a sideshow. Corbin is a joke. It's like he went on a tangent about Brock
I think
Lesnar.
this one is the hater
And then he
comment.
just made four words on Corbin. Thomas Manzilla. Yeah, you know what? I think you're going. I think you beat it. Last one. Richard, he says, why Brock Lesnar is still in the business is beyond me. Drop dead already.
Wow.
Joke. He said he put joke at the end.
That's a fucked up joke.
A little bit. You think so?
Just
Just a little bit. All right. So here are the results. 52% prefer King Corbin. 48% went with Brock Lesnar. So,
Wow,
That's
that is
shocking.
like
there you
splitting
go.
teeth.
Say what? What'd you say?
It's like splitting teeth.
No, yeah. I mean, it was close. I mean, ever since Rick put that poll up, there wasn't a decisive blowout on, who was going to win. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, at one point it was like 49.7 to 50.3.
Yeah. It was
And I was just like,
weird.
wow. this
I'm
is
wondering if
way
the
too
0.7
close.
and the 0.3 was the puppeteer.
He counts as half a point.
I'll show you half a point.
Now,
Let me,
you know
don't
what?
pull it out. Don't pull it out.
Go ahead. Slap Rick with it.
Last time he left a bruise.
Oh, damn.
He poked my eye.
Oh my God! All right, so now before we go into the news, other posts that we have: Tekashi 6ix9ine to reveal Maria Kanellis' baby daddy in court, as well as Who Framed Roger Rabbit, the ending to Inception, and so much more.
Yo, this dude, man. Listen, man. He's going after our girl Cardi. Oh,
Yeah,
Don't go over
right
there.
there.
My goddess.
Yeah.
Listen, let me be real with y'all for a second about
Be real.
Tekashi 6ix9ine. Listen, man. Listen, I'm from New York. We all know that. I'm snitching. You want to send me where? To jail? Could you imagine my pretty ass in jail? Hell no. I am snitching. Mother, father, sister, brother, anybody. I am snitching. For a bag of Doritos, I am snitching. Ain't no way you sending me to jail. So, all these people hating on Tekashi 6ix9ine, you don't know what. He got rainbow hair. He ain't gonna send his ass in jail with rainbow hair. Hell no.
Exactly.
Hell no.
Exactly. Yeah. All right. So
They're gonna show 6ix9ine all right.
But just him going to protective custody and then taking them tattoos off. Oh, that's gonna be painful. Mm-hmm. Gonna be painful. All right. With that being said, we're gonna go back. Oh, hater alert! What was the guy's name?
Tom Manzilla.
Tam Manzilla. Do the
All
honors.
right. Hater alert, Tom Manzilla.
All right, there you go. All right, so now let's go into the wrestling news from around the world. Take it away, Rick.
All right, and before we do that, let's get into some birthdays. All right, Double A, Arn Anderson turns 61 years old.
Wow.
Oh, happy birthday.
Yeah, got a new gig in AEW. Good luck to you.
Yeah. Greg the Hammer Valentine, a.k.a. the gym teacher, turned 68 years old.
Wow, he's getting old.
Yeah.
That's
68.
your age, isn't it?
Yeah, well, that's been said about how many times now. It's not even funny no more.
It is to us.
It isn't. No, it's not.
This guy is probably more on Tony's level. Gerald Briscoe turned 73 years old.
Christ. Still with WWE, though.
Yeah.
Behind the scenes. There you go.
Yeah. Well, this guy is probably on Tony's level. Teddy Long turns 82.
Jesus Christ.
Player,
Wow.
black don't crack.
Black don't crack.
Wow. 83?
82.
82? Jesus, man. All right, player.
All right, tag team. Renee Young turns 34 years old.
Wow.
Yeah.
Keeping her busy. They're keeping her busy.
Eva Marie turns
Oh,
35
Lord.
years old.
35. And what is she doing? She's not doing anything.
Enough.
She divorced yet? From that attention-seeking fucking husband of hers?
Are we still talking about All Red Everything? She's not wrestling no more.
Doesn't matter.
We were not supposed to be talking about her.
All right, next.
All right. With that being said, it is now time for the wrestling news from around the world. So as I mentioned in the birthdays, Eva Marie turns 35. All right. Listen, man. This is going to go with our hot tag news. As a fan was arrested at Monday Night Raw.
He was arrested?
No, not him.
Oh.
Another fan was arrested at Raw for filming people urinating in the bathroom.
What?
Ew.
Exactly. He was filming dudes peeing at the urinals and stuff. Like, bruh.
Are you serious?
What are you doing? I'm dead serious.
That's gross.
Wow.
It's like why? Like, what is going on with these fans?
He was probably going to send it to you on Sunday.
I do not condone that in any way, shape, or form. Ladies and gentlemen, I do not want any of that to be labeled to my name, that I like watching people pee. That is not who I am.
Are you friends with R. Kelly?
This show has just become my last episode.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Rick's last episode.
Oh, wow.
The police are about to bang down my door with this crap.
Wow. That is some crazy shit.
Yeah.
Jesus, man.
Like, you gotta be crazy.
Wait, he just went to the bathroom, whipped out his camera and just started recording.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
And nobody fucked him up.
Exactly. Man, I would
Listen,
have beat the piss
Do
out
you
of
not
him.
know who the biggest biatches are in the world? Wrestling fans. Unless they have that keyboard
Talk
in
about
front
yourself,
of
mofo.
them. I'm talking about those people that are at the events and stuff like that.
Talk
They are
about yourself,
keyboard
mofo.
Warriors. Mofo?
Waffle.
Oh,
Let's go do a waffle.
oh.
Talk about yourself, Waffle.
Other news, Kenny Omega says AEW will offer real stars, not developmental talent.
Yeah, but you
Bro.
saw the comeback from what's his name, Djokovic.
No, what'd he say?
I don't know. He did.
Interesting.
He did respond back to that. He said something about his match against Kenny Omega. So apparently they fought.
Oh.
And yeah, so look it up. Shit, we
Yeah,
don't
I
fact
mean,
check
it's just
here.
like Kenny Omega. I get it. You want to do the war. Don't come at talent like that.
Yeah,
though.
but
That's
you know,
not
you know
cool.
what pisses me off the most though is the fact that they're like, oh, this isn't a war. They keep starting shit. They keep doing this. They keep mentioning us, and they keep doing this, and they keep. But they're doing the same shit.
But isn't that how all wars start?
Exactly.
One side says something, the other side says, "Well, they did it first."
Yeah.
It's
yeah.
a game of tag. with
Exactly.
guns and shit.
And you know that shit that fucking Cody Rhodes did with the throne, smashing it
Yeah.
with the sledgehammer. I mean, come on, really? But you're not taking jabs at WWE? Get the fuck out of here.
That was a jab at Hunter.
Well, it's WWE. It's all the same.
Yo, Mimi is definitely smoking that wacky tobacco of yours. I think you gotta put it on the top shelf, Tony.
I might have to hide it.
Put it higher than the refrigerator.
Shit, higher than the coffee table. You ain't gonna reach.
All right, that's all I got for the news, Tony.
All right, you know what? I ain't got jack shit for rumors
Sounds good
because
to me.
they're all been out already. You know, the Luke Harpers and you know the Rusevs and all that shit, and there's no explanation why and nothing. Not a damn thing. So
Well, I got some injuries here. DJZ, who is now Joaquin Wild on NXT, needs surgery for a broken eye socket
I saw,
after
man.
a freak accident during a training
yes, I
session.
saw that shit. Looked horrible. I was like,
Yeah,
ouch.
And you have to think that they were going to use him, right?
Oh,
in the
yeah.
upcoming weeks.
Yeah.
So that sucks for him, but hopefully he gets well
Yeah.
and comes back stronger.
Yeah. Hey.
All right, that's all I got for injuries.
Alrighty, so let's go straight into the hot tag news, which was the other incident that happened at Clash of Champions. So this week's hot tag news with POV will be about Sasha Banks from the fans to what the fuck you write, Rick? All right, so what should WWE do to protect its employees? Because apparently during the Sasha Banks and Becky Lynch match, when they were out into the crowd, Becky threw Sasha over the railing, which at the same time a fan reached in and looked like grabbed her cooter, but there's other pictures look like he just grabbed her ass. And apparently Sasha Banks said that she was going to sue that fan for touching her. So the question and the hot tag news is, what should WWE do to protect its employees? Should not going into the crowd be an option? Should they add more security? What do y'all think? Everybody comment below. There's a lot of comments on it. A lot of them. So, Rick, what are your thoughts on it? And then we'll go to Mimi.
I think it is deplorable. I think you need to keep your goddamn hands to yourselves. I cannot say this enough. Why are you touching anybody that's not you? I don't get it. I mean, like, I understand, like, if they're coming down the aisle and you want to give them a high five, fine. I'm not even a fan of you touching them, like, when the Shield was coming down through the crowd. Why are you touching them? You can see that they don't want to be touched, but you're touching them, like, I just don't understand that. I think security needs to be upped. I think you need to limit your times into the crowd because it's not safe. back in the 80s, it was dangerous. Like the heels were getting stabbed and stuff like that by leaving. I just don't think it's safe, and people are getting handsy and they think it's okay. Like, not even that Sasha's a married woman. I see people say, well, she's a married woman. People should know that. No, she's a freaking human being.
Yeah.
That's the like the number one thing. You should not be touching anybody, man. It's not okay, and it's highly inappropriate. And then somebody I saw write, Alexa Bliss got slapped in the butt and she laughed about it. Yeah, because it was a kid who probably didn't know better. But that wasn't okay either. Like we gotta stop objectifying women and people in general. Like, it's not okay. It's disgusting, and they definitely need to get more security and stop going to the crowd as much. If that's what's gonna be happening.
Okay. Mimi, what are your thoughts on this incident?
I agree with Rick. They need more security, and they need to limit times within the crowd. My other, I'm gonna throw it out there, is if it would have happened to one of the guys and they would have turned around and said something, don't you think security would have taken that guy out?
Yes.
Now, I'm going to play devil's advocate right quick before I start reading his comments. Now, I've heard so many times from, and you mentioned it, Rick, about like when the Shield would come out through the crowd. I've heard Roman Reigns say so many times how women would just grab their asses on their way down. What's the difference between that and Sasha Banks? Nothing ever happened about that. You didn't hear Roman and them making a big deal about that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, a lot of times, 9 times out of 10, I've been to many live events, and I've been on the opposite side of it too, where I would come out and I was a heel, so I never really shook hands with anybody. But as I was walking by and I didn't want to slap hands, they still pat me on the back or pat me on the shoulder. Didn't bother me any. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, is it because she's a woman now all of a sudden there's a problem with it? You know what I'm saying? There's been plenty of times where wrestlers themselves, and the Shield are not the only ones that ever came out the crowd. There's been other people that came out the crowd. DDP liked coming out through the crowd. I'm sure it happened to him too. I'm not defending at all, by the way, what that fan did. If he was really trying to grab a private part, mainly the crotch area, that's a little overboard, dude. Because of the picture that you put up, looked like he was trying to grab her ass. Or who knows? I mean, because he's trying to film it too, from what I'm looking. And who knows? Maybe he was trying to pat her back. We don't know. I got to rewatch it again, and I can cast judgment that way. But I've only seen 2 pictures. This one here looks like he's grabbing her ass. The other picture I saw looked like he was grabbing her crotch. Like he was reaching for the crotch area. If that's the case, then seriously, if Sasha, I don't blame Sasha Banks for being mad. But I don't know. I mean, you got to think of it with everybody else too. It's happened to, because this ain't the first time it's happened. It's not. It's not the first time a wrestler's been touched. In this case, like I said, if he did, or if he was trying to grab the crotch region, then yeah, I don't blame her for being upset. I've seen plenty of times. What's his name? The masked wrestler. Lucha. He wrestled. Oh my God, what's his name? He did the thing with the chair all the time.
La Parka.
La Parka. There was an incident there where he was wrestling and then he got hit. He went into the crowd, sat down, and a fan, like a row back, tried to grab his mask and pull it, yanked it real fucking hard, and La Parka just turned around and leveled his ass. I mean, he punched the shit out of him, one punch, and this dude felt it, and I guarantee he ain't gonna do that shit again. So, I mean, it happens. That's the business of it. As far as security goes, they've had security before, and they always wore earpiece to let them know, hey, so-and-so, they're gonna go out in the left corner, make sure you're over there. That way nothing happens. They stopped doing that. The guy that they used to have before, he used to wear the hat backwards. I forgot his name. Jesus Christ. He was a big dude. He passed away. So, I mean, I haven't seen them use anybody else ever since. So maybe it is a good idea to bring back maybe 2 people, to cover each side of the ring. Bring those earpieces back and let them know, yo, during this match, they're going to go on the far side of the ring. Make sure you're over there. Nothing happens. Boom. Then they're there. So to add the security back, yeah, that's fine. But I think the reason why they took that away was because at each arena, they provide their own security. But again, looking at this picture, I don't see not one damn security person there.
Exactly.
So whose fault is this?
It's all around.
But the thing is, too, is like, I'm not saying that guys should be touched or the girls should be touched. But it's one thing if you touch somebody on the shoulder, whether they don't want to be touched or not.
Yep.
But in their private areas,
Right,
come on now.
yeah, no.
I mean, even with the guys, like when Roman Reigns went by us, I was like, I touched his elbow. I was like, you know what I mean? But that's it. It's one thing, but you can't violate and then expect to be treated like women's lib and all this stuff. It does go both ways.
Rick, final comments before I read these comments.
I mean, like we said, in a lot of these situations, the men do take care of themselves. They end up striking a fan or something like that if they get handsy in an unprofessional way, like where they want to fight them or something. When it comes to groping, I'm not for that, man. Man, woman, anything, man, is inappropriate. And I'm not for it when you have a child doing it. That's highly inappropriate.
Yeah.
Because in most cases, the child doesn't even know what they're doing.
Yeah, and more than likely, somebody told that kid, too, to do that.
Yeah, and as a person who was groped by somebody, it's not fun. It's really damaging. And
Wait, what? You were
exactly, yeah. Yes, and I was.
By who,
it was
Miguel?
not fun. Amongst other people. But on a serious note, no, for real, it's really damaging. You start looking over your shoulder, stuff like that. It's not okay.
You feel
especially
violated.
Yeah.
It's your body. Nobody has the right to touch you, and just because you pay for a ticket doesn't mean you get free will. And I really hope that they ban this guy for life. I don't care if he was trying to tap her back. Nah, bro, your hand was going straight for her butt.
Did you see the video? Did you see it besides the pictures?
No, I haven't seen it on the live video yet. But from what people are saying is he was going straight for her butt.
Oh, really?
It's like, yeah.
Okay. All right, now Brandon Geary, he says keep him out of the crowd. Simon Christopher Davis, oh my God, he went in a tangent here. He says, okay, so
he's a former wrestler.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Okay, so he goes, okay, so the guardrail is there for several reasons. One, keeps fans in a safe zone, as insurance call it, to where they cannot get too close and get hurt, which is true. 2, it is in an area that way, if a fan does try to attack a wrestler, security or other wrestlers have a chance to see and can act according. If a fan crosses set boundary guardrail, they become fair game, and no legal action can be made if they were to be dealt with. So if wrestlers go into the safe zone for fans, all bets are off, and they should have no right or legal ground to take action against the fan. The only way Sasha should be able to take legal action is if she, as an individual, not as a performer, take action, meaning her shoot name and such. All right, that part I disagree with because, there are matches that, that obviously happens outside of the ring, into the crowd, into the bag, into the concession stands and shit like that. Is it really fair game? No, it's not fair game. You still keep your fucking hands off of them. Like I said, in this case, obviously the ref was knocked out for about a half hour from one chair shot, and they did something extra in the match that really women hasn't really been doing in a while. I think they're not going to do this anymore. I know that, but to call it fair game because you're going into the fans' territory, no, it's not fair game, and you don't inappropriately touch them like that. If they're going by and you got your camera and you want to touch their shoulder, while they're going by, that's fine. I got no issue with that. But to do something like that, no, that's inappropriate. And if Sasha would have smacked the shit out of him, then what? You know, what
What
we'll
if
be
she
talking
would
about
chair
now?
shot at him?
You know, I don't think she'll go that far, but I'm pretty sure she would have either slapped the shit out of him or punched him. You know what I'm saying? And then what? You know, we'll be talking about something different here. Well, is he gonna cry and be a little bitch and says she attacked me, so I'm suing? No, motherfucker, you inappropriately touched her, and no, that's something you should not have done. Mike,
But I think
go ahead.
the Sasha saying that she was gonna sue him was a joke.
Oh, was it?
I don't think she was.
I thought I
serious
saw
in
a
that.
tweet from her about that.
Really? Because
That's what I
think
could have sworn I seen it. I wish I screenshot. I would have saved it. But
I think somebody posted it and then she just in the comment section said, "I'm suing."
oh,
So I don't think it was like anything
Okay.
to be taken seriously. Yeah.
okay. Mike Farrell, he said the crowd should not to touch the wrestlers, and what he did was more than touch. Pamela Ramos responded to him, says, I agree. Let's start taking legal actions against the individuals who think this is acceptable behavior. The rest of us can continue to be decent and enjoy the show without feeling like interaction between talent and fans is a liability. She sounds like a smart woman there.
I know.
Wow, she sounds very smart.
She
And,
smiles.
yeah,
She
smart.
smiles.
And I checked out her profile. She's
Yeah.
a cutie.
Is she a cutie?
She might
See-
might be too smart for me. You know, I don't really like people
Yeah,
that are
and
smart.
too pretty for you too. I think
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
just saw the picture. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. All right, so now, all right, Kenneth Mitchie the third. Look at that.
Oh,
The third.
my cousin.
Mitchie.
WWE should not let fans sit so close to the ring. Really, they're not close to the ring, numbnuts.
Yeah,
You know,
numbnuts.
AEW, those guys are close to the ring.
Yeah.
These
Numbnuts.
and they only got the guard railing. At least these guys got an actual barrier. You're wrong. Christopher John Freeman, he says, where's the security guard that should be standing right there in front of him? I just said that. Thomas Mansilla. Did he just make a hater comment? That motherfucker.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, he continued to be a hater. You know what he wrote? And? Like, dude,
That's it. He's a hater
what the French fry,
of the
man?
year.
Jesus. Anyway, all right. Let me see. I know. I'll read a couple more. Yeah, I'll read a couple more. All right. Edward Vincent Barnes. He said the pedophile should have been arrested. He probably touches little girls too. What the? He went on a whole other level.
How do you know? Like, yo, like, is that you know this guy?
Jesus
He
Christ.
might. You don't know.
Now, Jim Lamb. He tagged somebody in this, and he goes giggity.
That's
I'm
right.
like, that is very wrong. Very, very wrong. Oh my Lord. All right. Let me read one more. Let me see if there's any good ones here. I appreciate everybody commenting though. It is for me. This is a serious issue. But like I said, I gotta rewatch it and just as you know, because I gotta be fair. Robert Laura, he said they should always be security by the barriers. So that's pretty much it. You know, I won't go any further than that. So if anybody has any news that they want us to discuss during the hot tag news segment, put it on our Facebook page. That's all I'm saying.
Wait a second.
What?
Speaking of groping, are you guys not gonna mention what Charlotte did to Bailey?
Don't spoil it.
Yeah, we'll talk about that when we get into the Clash of Champions because I think that is book worthy.
Yes, it is.
So, speaking of Clash of Champions, let's go over the Clash of Champions pay-per-view points game where we got a brand new winner, new Wrestling POV champion, Kayla Knox. Again. This is what, his third or fourth time winning?
It's definitely not his fourth
But,
time.
it's not. But, you know, what's funny because a lot of these multiple winners have not won the big ones yet. You know, the big four with the prize. So, except for Clay Cummings. He's the only one so far. And Andrew Teaster, which he won the mystery box.
Right.
Yeah.
Kayla Knox almost had a perfect score. He missed one match.
Oh, did he really? No
Yeah.
shit. Yes, and of course, with the new rule in place that if you get a perfect score in the wrestling POV game, now when we say a perfect score, I forgot to elaborate on this. It's not maxing your fucking points. It's just guessing every match and getting them right. Don't worry about the points. This one is kind of separate. This will get you a 10-point advantage to the next game. Maxing your points is not the same as being perfect. Being perfect is just guessing all of the matches at once.
What if you get them all wrong?
Then you deserve to be the fucking Turd Award. So, all right. So let's get on with the. Oh wait, no. And then second place is yours truly, the Interstate Champion Tony Diaz. That's me, folks. Yeah, bitches. And of course, in third place, the Overseas Little B, his first championship.
His second.
Is it his second?
Yeah, he's won something before.
The Turd Award.
Yeah.
All right. And of course, speaking of the Turd Award, Jacob Rock is the Turd Award recipient. I don't know what his score was, but it was pretty terrible.
Negative 38.
Holy shit! Wow. All right.
And Kalen had like 110.
Jesus.
So that's a big
That is a
differential.
big differential, of course. All right, so let's go quickly. The Clash of Champions, for me, the main thing that stood out in this Clash of Champions, and I gave it a rating of a 4.5 stars, was the championship match, the Raw Women's Championship match, Becky Lynch versus Sasha. I thought this match was match of the night for me.
Ooh, you scared me, brother, when you said the championship match. I said, which one?
It's called a teaser. That's what you do in the business.
Like teaser.
Yeah.
You gotta.
Tease me, baby.
Right? But we had some couple title changes. Robert Roode and Dolph Ziggler win the Raw Tag Team Championship. The Revival winning the SmackDown Championship. SmackDown. And for me, the lowest point in this pay-per-view, I was so bored with it. And the only thing that kept me watching was just Randy Orton beating the shit out of Kofi. I gave that a 1-star rating.
That high?
Yes, I was being nice only because Randy beat the shit out of him. Of course, the Spanish Stable did not get destroyed,
I
folks.
know.
Came close. Didn't happen. Overall, though, I rated Clash of Champions. I gave it a 2.59. 2.59. All right, Mimi, what you got?
Overall is a 2.65.
Oh.
And I agree with you with the Kofi Kingston and Randy Orton match. It was sucked. I gave it a 0.5. And the Raw Women's Champion, I gave it a 4.
Righty.
That was awesome.
Rick.
All right. Well, I gave my high point was actually Bayley versus Charlotte. I gave it a 3.5.
Is it because of the, you know what?
No. So basically, Charlotte got a handful of Bayley.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a fist of butt, if you know what I'm saying. And in fact, I think that shit is going in the book.
Exactly. It's the fist of butt. Charlotte.
Fist of
Charlotte. Wait, we can't put her in no more.
No, this is acceptable.
Okay.
This is acceptable.
But what if she gets mad?
Then we'll deal with it.
We'll remind her that you grabbed Bailey's butt.
Okay. We'll do that.
Her whole fist went up the butt.
But we can't do nothing else no more. We promised her.
No.
All right, so Charlotte's fist of butt. Rick did the honors.
All right, Charlotte's fist of butt. You just made the book. Can I smell your hand?
Please.
Can I smell you?
Please. Can I smell it?
After all this talk about inappropriate touching,
I know, right?
this is what we're laughing about.
And it goes in our book, too. Go figure that shit out.
But it's not us.
It's true.
No, it's definitely not us.
Yeah.
I gave it a 3.5 rating. I called it. I said, Bayley, it has to do something dastardly
to beat her.
pick up the win. She did it. I love the way she escaped the ring after she pulled the turnbuckle pad off and beat her with it. I go with that. My lowest point has to be Kofi defeating Orton. You have to be stupid not to have picked this one. Stupid. Are you kidding me? The RKO is the most deadly finishing move in history.
Yep.
That's all they keep saying. And this mother father put his foot on the bottom rope? Are you kidding me? And just one trouble in paradise. It's all it took to take out Randy Orton. Listen, this is what I'm going to say. You're doing it all wrong, WWE. Kofi Kingston is having a title reign as long as Jinder Mahal.
Yeah.
It's bad. It's boring. We're over it.
Yep.
The thing is, listen, I was for it. I was for Kofi's push, but Kofi has done nothing with it. The Trouble in Paradise, he should have changed his finisher once he started this title run, because that finishing move was always a joke.
It was.
No
Yeah.
one ever took it seriously. And that come on, man. One Trouble in Paradise took out Randy Orton, and then don't get me wrong, Seth did 4 freaking curb stomps to Braun, and that match I gave a 1.5 because what the hell? Like, you got to do something else to beat Braun, not no 4 finishers in the pedigree. I'm Seth Rollins. My overall rating for Clash of Champions was a 2.1, and that was being nice.
Wow. Wow. All right, so you know what? Before we take a pause, though, I forgot. I wanted to add another one into the book, and that is Booker T. Man, the beard, brother. What are you thinking growing that shit out? You
Tell me you didn't just say that.
So, yeah. So now it's going in the book. I'm sorry. And I'm calling it Booker T's Booger Beard. Yes, that's what I'm calling
All
it.
right.
Booker T's Booger Beard is going.
Booker T's Booger Beard. You just made the book.
All right, so that is your Wrestling POV Clash of Champions pay-per-view points game. Overall, it wasn't that bad. Is it close to a 3-star? Yeah, I'd say so. We did have some change of champions, some titles changed. Like I said, that match that I get, it was really good. I really like Becky and Sasha.
I'll tell you, the pacing of the first half was good.
Yeah, yeah.
The second half dragged.
The second half did drag. I actually forgot to mention one of the notable mentions for Clash of Champions. Luke Harper returns during the Roman Reigns and Eric Rowan match, so he's back. Yeah,
and the Fiend attacked Seth.
And the Fiend attacked Seth at the very end, made it look very, very creepy and scary. So I think, you know what? I think next week's Hot Tag News might have to be about The Fiend, because a lot of people are really upset that The Fiend is going into this championship match because they don't want him to win the belt and they think it's going to ruin him. So I think we might come up with something, or if you guys can come up with something about it, we'll put it on our Facebook page and we'll leave it for next week's episode. So, with that being said, we're going to take a quick pause for the codes, and then when we come back, we got Raw, SmackDown, NXT, the book, and a bunch of other shit. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm WWE superstar Charlotte Flair, also known as the Queen, and listen to Wrestling POV podcast, and always do it with Flair. Woo!
We're back. That's right. That was such a long pause. Couldn't wait for it to be over. Like, good God, man. Anyway, it is time for Raw Notes. All right. Overall, there was a couple matches going in. There was a lot of 3-star matches in this Raw episode. I think going up against Monday Night Football had a lot to do with it. Might have been, I don't know. But one of the 3 stars I had was the OC versus Cedric and the Viking Raiders. That was really good. I'm sorry. I apologize. The highest point for me, it was a 4-star rating, and that was the King of the Ring finals, the Baron Corbin versus Chad Gable match. I thought that one was an excellent match. A lot of shit going on. It kept me on my toes to the point where I thought Chad Gable was really going to win. I was like, he might be able to pull this shit off. I was like, oh shit. Anyway, there was a couple of 3s I had in there. The lowest for me on Raw was just the start of Raw, talking about the Fiend, and then Bray showing up on a Titantron, fucking Braun coming out saying, next person's going to get these hands. Bro, you've been saying that a while, and nobody's getting the hands. You're losing every fucking match. That was the lowest point for me. I gave that shit a 1. Now, I forgot, but I was waiting for this. Another entrant into the book, Cesaro's High Waters. What in good God was he fucking wearing that day, man?
That's in fashion now,
That's
man.
not a fashion. That is
Back
not
and
in
forward.
fashion. I'm putting that shit in the book. Cesaro, you should be ashamed of yourself wearing that shit in the ring. I could not stop laughing. Good match, but I could not stop laughing, man. Fucking high waters. Rick, do the honors.
All right, Cesaro's high waters. You just made the book.
All right, overall, I gave Raw a 2.55. Rick, on you.
All right, well, my high score was 3.5, and that was for the OC defeating Cedric and the Viking Raiders.
Oh, wow.
I thought it was a really good match.
Okay.
Don't get me wrong, there were other good matches, but I just thought this was the best match. I loved. Oh my God! How AJ delivered the phenomenal forearm to Cedric, and how Cedric took it.
Holy
Cedric
shit.
made this look like the most devastating finisher in all of wrestling.
Yeah, he did.
He
sold the shit
it
out
was
of that.
so good, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, it was epic.
Now, did we talk about this last week about what's going on with Cedric Alexander?
No.
No,
Now, rumors out there saying that Vince really wants to bury him. No,
That's weird,
no,
'cause he's on Raw every week.
Exactly, that's what I was saying. I'm like, listen, if look at if I guarantee if you type it up right now, it'll pop up because it's been going out there for about a week that Vince, I guess, doesn't like him, doesn't think that he's that good enough, and da da da. And I'm like, wait a minute, if Vince wants to bury him, he wouldn't be putting him on TV just about every week.
That's true.
So stop. That's all I want to say. Go ahead, Rick.
Yeah. My lowest point had to be when Braun attacks the tag team champs from both Raw and SmackDown.
Oh, yeah.
It's just like, bro, that battle was terrible.
It was.
He just knocks everybody out the ring. That whole running around the ring crap doesn't work.
It's getting old.
He missed the revival, both of them by miles.
Yeah, he did.
And nobody wants to take that bump.
No.
It was the lowest point for me. Get these hands crap. I gave it a 0.5, honestly. I did not enjoy it. But I do have to say this.
Say it.
An honorable mention. Bray Wyatt. Everything Bray Wyatt on this episode of Raw was A1 steak sauce, bro.
Yeah.
Bro. I mean, bro.
All right,
Everything.
Vince.
I mean, bro. Everything, bro. Bro, I couldn't sleep, bro. I was just so scared of the Fiend, bro. He killed it, man. Seth Rollins blubbering at the end, attacking Kane, all the vignettes. Everything was solid. I love the back and forth between the Firefly Funhouse and the Fiend. It was just great. So, honorable mention, Bray Wyatt. Everything him.
There you go. All right, Mimi.
My highest was the 3.5 with Chad Gable and Baron Corbin. As much as I hate Baron Corbin, it was a very good match.
It was.
And
the way
my
he pulled out that
lowest-
finisher too.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
my God. Best finisher in the game.
Yes.
My opinion.
My lowest was the stupid Maria Kanellis gender reveal.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I hear you there. That was dumb.
I'm like, really? Stop with that.
You know, and
shit.
I was wondering, I'm like, why is Ricochet there? Are you guys dumbing him down that fast? You know, and then all of a sudden,
Jesus.
he's the baby daddy. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
shit, damn.
And then what? Why would you pull Rusev, returning Rusev into that? Come on.
That's the other honorable mention is Rusev returning. Tell me he does not look like Freddie Mercury.
He does not look like
You are,
Freddie Mercury.
guys, I need y'all help. These two have done smoked the wacky tobacco off my shit. I'm telling you, he looks like Freddie Mercury.
He does not.
Yes, he does.
No, he doesn't.
Somebody out there back me up. He does too.
He looks
But
like a porn
let me
star,
tell
but
you
not
something.
a Freddie
Well,
Mercury.
when you have a mustache like that, you automatically are in a porn movie. But Rusev looked good.
He did.
He lost a lot of weight.
He
Yeah.
He
did.
lost a lot of weight.
And he's so buff.
And he got a lot of strength. And he's got the muscles that's just popping and the glistening.
Tony Diaz
Tony
is
Diaz
coming
is
back.
back, baby! And he was looking good.
He sure
Get the
was.
fuck out of here. All right. He left. Okay, Rick. Overall, Rick.
My overall rating was 1.95 stars
Okay.
for Raw.
Alrighty. So there is your Raw notes. The quick
All
and
right.
easy way.
Ladies and gentlemen, make sure you go to collarandelbowbrand.com. Go to collarandelbowbrand.com. Save yourself 10% by using promo code WPOV. What does everybody want? 10% off. All right. It is now time for the SmackDown Breakdown.
Are you ready?
Wow.
Break it down.
Degenerate into something fool. We just got tired of doing what you told us to do. Got the break, boy. Yeah.
like, was there anything good on SmackDown? I mean, my highest point, Jesus, Brock Lesnar's return. Believe it or not, I gave that a 2.5.
Wow.
Kofi is just garbage.
It's terrible, man.
I said I was gonna be a fighting champion.
Yeah.
I pity the fool.
Yeah.
Brock just said, bro, I'm gonna throw you over my shoulders and F5 you to hell. My lowest point, oh man. The ending. Daniel Bryan talking
That's
about
wild.
Rowan. I give that a 0.5. The Reigns comes out and he gets attacked by Rowan and Harper. I'm just like, you're turning Daniel Bryan face already?
Mm-hmm.
Like, so that didn't last long. So we're going to get the yes chance back
Yeah.
and him and Roman Reigns are going to be friends again. Come on.
I know.
Nonsense,
Make
bro.
him retire
BB,
again.
I gave SmackDown a 1.4 stars this week. BB, what did you do with
1.4?
SmackDown? 1.4.
Holy shit. Mimi.
Well, the interview that I had that sucked balls, big, hairy, ugly balls, was Eric Rowan's interview.
Yeah. He kept repeating the same thing.
Yes.
You guys notice
Yeah,
that?
just
Yeah.
ask
And-
Harper, ask him.
No. He said, I think he kept saying, like, let me tell you something.
Yeah, let me tell you though.
Let me tell you something. Every time Michael Cole asked him a question, well, let me
Yeah.
tell you something. Like, wait, what? Just fucking answer the question.
Well, let me tell you something, Michael Cole.
My overall was 1.56.
Damn. You know,
What was your high
yeah, what was
point?
your high point?
My high point was both Charlotte and Sasha.
Charlene? Who's Charlene?
Charlotte
You know who Charlene is?
and
Oh,
Sasha.
that Charlotte,
Yeah.
that Charlotte,
She's the
that nature
fist
boy,
butt
Nick
grabber.
Flair.
When Carmella comes out, that was a good save.
That was odd, though, for Carmella to come
I
out.
know, but it still was a good save.
Yeah.
And I also gave the coronation of Baron Corbin a 2.5 because it was so annoying.
But it's good because you know now next week he's going to have his own King of the Ring gear.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yep.
But it
Which
was
is fine.
annoying, but it was good.
Yeah, I mean, for me, the lowest for me. Now, I have to point this out. It wasn't the lowest point, but just the beginning segment was 23 fucking minutes long.
Yeah.
All on Kofi.
Yes.
You know, it's ridiculous. Anyway, a lot of low points. Eric Rowan interview, the Shane promo, that was fucking dull. The highest, honestly, was the end when Eric Rowan and Luke Harper was just destroying everything. I liked it. You know why? Because it was fucking different. It wasn't the same bullshit that they normally do. This was a little different, and it ended with somebody different. So that's why I even gave it a 3. That's how much I liked it.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
but there was a lot of 0.5s, though. So for me, overall, I gave SmackDown a 1.85.
Wow.
Wow.
Yes, that's what I gave it.
That's high.
So, yep. So,
All right, so Miguel, tell people where they can find us. Okay, so you can go to our Facebook page at Wrestling POV. You can go to Instagram at Wrestling POV1, or you can go to Twitter at Wrestling POV. Guys, make your comments, tell us what you want us to do, talk about, and maybe you could be my boyfriend or girlfriend, or my puppet, whatever you want. Call me, baby.
Oh, jeez.
All right, it is now time for hey, I'm not done. Mimi Goody, go ahead. NXT POV, hurry up, Mimi.
Mamma mia!
What?
Now, NXT for me was very good this week.
their
Okay,
debut
I-
on USA.
Yes, I enjoyed it. I hate the fact that we had to switch back to the network.
Yeah,
'Cause of course the
network
fucking
issues.
network stopped working.
Yep.
You know, so I had to wait till later on and watch it, and I was pissed. But other than that, it was really, really good. I had a lot of 3s. The Io Shirai and Bianca Belair versus Mia Yim and Candice LeRae. Yo, that was fucking good. I hate the fact that Candice LeRae won, but it was still good. Okay, Leo Rush is back.
Yeah, man.
He looks
Man of the hour.
fantastic.
He was.
You know,
looked
he
good.
looked good on the ring.
Look-
That's
and,
when he
and
belongs.
you know what? You could tell he has a whole different demeanor now.
Oh yeah.
Like his whole demeanor is different. He's like, all right, I got punched enough. All right, let me get
Number one contender,
Number one
cruiserweight
contender,
title
though,
now.
yeah.
Yes, he looks good. Looks good.
All right, overall.
Overall, I had a 2.18.
Oh wow! All right. Same thing with me. I thought the start of NXT was outstanding. I gave it a 3.5 with the women's match, number one contender, and I agree. I don't like the fact that Candice LeRae won. I hope they're not going to give her the Johnny Gargano treatment just because
God.
that's his wife. Now the lowest point for me was just the Maluna versus Cameron Grimes match. It was literally like 2 seconds. And it's like, why did you waste that time when it could have been done for something else? You know,
There was no story or anything.
Nothing.
Like, nothing was told there.
Nothing. It was horrendous. But the main one, also the other main one I had was Velveteen Dream versus Roderick Strong. Very, very good match. New champion in Roderick Strong. Of course, Lio Rush, it was a close one, but I just thought Velveteen Dream's match was better. Overall, I gave NXT a 2.25.
Nice.
All right, and you know what? For me, listen, I just want to mention the Candice LeRae winning. That I don't like.
No.
I know it's probably because Shayna Baszler's just going to destroy her, but and
She should.
Out of all the women, out of all the other women, I'd rather her get destroyed by Shayna Baszler than any of those other three women. But it doesn't look good when the only white blonde hair girl is the one that wins amongst three minorities. I mean,
I didn't even think
come
about
on,
it like
guys.
that.
Like, yo, Bianca
But
Belair,
not just
Mia
that.
Yim.
Yeah, no, you're right. Those three girls, Bianca, Io
Come on.
Shirai, Mia Yim, they tower over Candice LeRae. You know what I'm saying? And you're right. I mean, this good match, wrong choice.
Wrong choice is right.
Yes, absolutely.
But I didn't even think
and
about
honestly, I wanna give them the benefit of the doubt is
We'll
that
see.
they want to feed Shayna Baszler.
Right.
Do not give don't do that.
Yeah.
My highest point is actually a little bit shocking. I went with Pete Dunne and Ruas. I really like this. I love Pete Dunne's style and Ruas with the MMA background.
You don't think he's
really good
overdoing it
matchup.
with the breaking of the fingers? Because he did his toes.
I mean, that shit hurts, bro. Like,
I don't know. Let me try it on you.
No, I'm good.
woo! Oh man. But my low point too was with this Brokeback Mountain dude, Grimes, defeating Sean Maluda.
Yeah.
How dare you disrespect the
Exactly.
Samoan Dynasty?
Yeah.
Who are you, Rick Serrano the third?
Right?
That's my job.
Jeez. And another thing, actually,
But,
I wanted to point it out too was Zia Lee versus Aaliyah. There was, as much as I'm a huge fan of Zia Lee, man, there was a lot of mistakes in this match.
Aaliyah is not ready.
Aaliyah is not ready. Good character in ring, she is not ready, and she could not catch up with Zia Lee at all.
No, not at all.
So this
I'm
was,
gonna have to watch it again because
yeah.
I
There was a lot of
I can't
mistakes.
see what you guys saw.
there was a lot of mistakes.
Yeah. And I do also want to throw out this mention, Imperium coming in
Yeah,
there,
what
Walter,
is
the
up with
UK
that?
title.
Yeah.
And then you got Kushida. I mean, I'm excited about Wednesdays,
yeah.
guys. However, my overall for NXT this week was a 1.9 stars.
Wow.
I mean, yeah, I like Zia Lee and Aaliyah brought it down. Matt Riddle and Killian Dane brought it down. Grimes and Maluda brought it down. So those matches brought it down a lot.
Wow.
Wow.
But I do love Undisputed Era having all the gold, baby.
Yeah, and they already got the shirts out.
Yeah.
You'll figure that
Yes.
one. Like literally 2 minutes after they won it. the
You would
shirt-
think it's scripted or something.
Exactly, right? Like predetermined or something.
Oh
Well,
my
how did
God.
they know?
Well, with that being said, it's now time for Raw versus SmackDown versus NXT. And every week we put in our votes and we'll see who's going to win it by WrestleMania.
Yep.
Currently, it is tied Raw with NXT with 10 and SmackDown in second place with 3. For me, Raw edged out all 3 shows this week. I have Raw with a 1.95, NXT with a 1.9, and SmackDown with a 1.4. So for me, it's Raw this week. Tony.
Basing off my scores, because for me, I thought NXT and Raw was really close, and it showed it in my papers. Overall, I have Raw my papers. Overall, I have Raw at 2.55. I have NXT at 2.25, and I got SmackDown with a 1.85. So Raw takes it this week.
Yep,
What do you got?
yep. Raw 2.27. NXT was a 2.18.
Wow.
And SmackDown was a 1.56.
Yeah, SmackDown, you got 2 weeks.
Got 2 weeks, exactly. Better something huge better be coming.
All right. With that being said, Raw is now ahead 11 to NXT's 10, and SmackDown back in third place with 3.
All right, so now it is time for the Wrestling POV's book. So basically, if you're new to the show, what we do is we put the most ridiculous things that happen in the week of wrestling. We just put it in here just for laughs, just for shits and giggles. We laugh, we get a good ha 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 ha, and then if we get tired of it, we take it out. If it gets ridiculous, if it gets more ridiculous, then we put it back in and we talk about it more. And it's just for entertainment to make you guys laugh. Are we ready?
If you don't like it, we'll put you in the book.
Yeah, we can put, and we've done it before.
We've done it before.
All right. All right, you guys ready?
Yes.
All right, TJ Logan's Grindr account.
I think it got frozen. We might have to take it out.
Yeah.
All right, so it's coming out then?
Yeah.
All right, it got frozen.
Yeah. Just like he did.
Matt Riddle's chanclas. It stays.
Was he wearing them?
Yes. Kofi's mic privileges. Actually, that's a lifer now.
Yeah, Kofi's a lifer in
Yeah.
general.
Lafayette, Louisiana crowd.
Do they go to Lafayette?
When are they coming back there? Jesus.
Soon.
They
I
were
think
in
in the
Tennessee,
beginning.
They were close. Yeah, they were close. Nicole Cross.
I think
Nicole Cross.
You think
Nikki's
so?
back, yeah.
Let's give it one more week.
back.
Let's give it one more week because
right.
they're doing a lot of buddy shit, and it might.
That's true with the Kofi.
Yeah, so we'll see.
The Coffee Club.
Bailey's badonkadonk.
That's it.
Lord.
Lord and Cardi B.
Ow.
Natalia's crybaby phase. We can take that out.
Yes.
That's been in there for a
Yeah.
while. Kofi's tough guy. No, he's a lifer.
Yeah.
All right, so that off. Lacey Evans veggie wedgie.
It was still there.
Damn, she had a huge one. Oh my god. Chad Gable's butt chin.
He didn't win King of the Ring, so he's definitely staying.
Okay.
Oh.
Dick
Take him
Flair.
out.
Woo! Wait a minute. And you know what? We forgot to mention this. On SmackDown,
Yeah.
he was there with Charlotte Flair.
What the French toast?
That's a definition of a senile old
Exactly.
man. He didn't remember.
I don't think he remembered. No, he just went in there saying, "Hey, how you guys doing? You're kind of suing us, Rick." I am.
Let me bounce.
And the new entrance into the book, Charlotte's Fistabutt. Stays. Booker T's Booger Beard. Stays.
Can you dig it, sucker?
And Cesaro's High Waters. That son of a bitch, how dare you wear that? It's ridiculous. Ridiculous.
It was funny.
It's ridiculous.
It's ridiculous. All right, with that being said, that's it for the show, folks. That is it. We covered a lot. All right, so before we close the show, we are going to play a song from my phone of over 4 Brazilian songs. And all you got to do is just guess it, people. Just beat the Wrestling POV crew. That's all you. It's just for fun. We're not keeping score, but I'm pretty sure you're losing though because they've been on a roll. But it's just how we ride off into the sunset until next week where we bring you more content of wrestling that happens in the week. And if you got any questions at all, throw it on our Facebook page, people. That's all we ask. Our Facebook. All right. With that being said, I am your host, Tony Diaz, along with
Mimi Goody.
and the third wheel,
Rick Serrano the third.
and our intern,
Miguel Cole. Keep your hands to yourself, scumbags.
Love, Peace, and Wrestling. We'll see y'all next week.
Peace out.
All right, we ready?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Oh, that's weird. That's the old SmackDown thing. I don't remember that being there.
No, I don't know that.
All right. Yeah, it is, yeah. All right, we'll do another one.
Who the hell?
Seriously? Mojo Rawley.
No, that's why we didn't know.
Oh, that's why. No one cares.
Oh, damn. All right, one more. Oh my God! You know what? I'm gonna email him. That's Sean Stasiak. Remember Sean Stasiak? He's a doctor.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to get him on.
Speaking of which, Muhammad Hassan is a freaking principal.
Yeah. Yep.
This is what?
All right, I'm gonna do one more. Those are hard. Jesus, another one. SmackDown Live. All right,
I don't even want to say his name.
Damn.
His thing, his entrance at Clash of Champions was dreadful. Oh yeah, where he was pandering to the crowd.
Yeah.
Or was that on Raw where he pulled up his jacket and it said the name of the city is awesome?
That was Clash of Champions.
Ridiculous.
But
What are you doing? It sucks.
He's doing the Brock Lesnar.
That outfit is terrible.
Every
Oh,
state
God.
he goes in, he gets
It's awesome.
It's
t-shirt.
awesome t-shirt. Yeah. So
Oh,
if he's in New
God.
Mexico, New Mexico is awesome. If he's in New York,
Said
New
no
York
one
is
ever.
awesome. Exactly, man. That's fucked up.
You get worse. My script is to the letter, and I'll write your final.